Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pam Alexandra and this is a little bit of an emergency video because David Dobrik just uploaded a second apology to his main channel this time, not his second channel or the third. We will see. I have so many questions. First and foremost, is this apology genuine? Is it gonna be scripted, or if it's gonna sound scripted, or how genuine is it gonna be? If you've never watched my videos, I make commentary videos, I make storytime videos, and just random videos here and there, you know, that I seem to be fun and that I enjoy making. So let's just jump into David Dobrik's second attempt at apologizing. FYI, I am not a fan of him. I've never been a fan. I don't care much about him really, but this situation I care about because it's something that is super close to my heart, and I understand and I know what the victim, or actually victims, because there's more victims, have been through. And a person like David exploding their situation is just extremely fucked up. I don't have any respect for him, but you know what? I'm just not gonna ramble here. Let's just get into this video. Let's just, you know.
Hi guys, it's 1:45 in the morning and I'm finally by myself, which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but this week's been pretty hectic and there have been a lot of people around telling me what to do, giving me advice, trying to help me, most importantly, and that was a lot, and now I just want to be able to do this and just shoot straight into the camera and just talk to you guys.
Okay, pause. The first thing is, this is exactly what you should have done the first time around, but okay sis, go off, I guess. Let's just keep going. Like, I just want to see if there's a shed of truth to all these things, and also I want to check for his intentions, because I like to observe people, especially when they're apologizing, because I feel like I can tell when people are bullshitting or when it's genuine, because oh my god, I work with people who, like David, are really full of shit, and I can just read through their bullshit. It's just like, let's move forward. Let's just.
I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly, and I've never done this respectfully, and my last video is a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video. I don't want to delete that video. I just want to be clear. What this video isn't going to be is, it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved. I'm going to be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't explain anything vaguely, and I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was assaulted by him. As it was reported, the next day I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it. And what I understand now, and I didn't understand before, is that she sent that text because she felt like she had to, not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up, and I'm sorry. When she later reached out a couple months later to take the video down,
I'm just getting a lot of frustration from him. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something weird. Like, you can see it in his face, of course, but it's like in his voice also, you can hear it. But there's something beyond that. I don't know if it's because he's mad at himself for allowing this to happen, and also for, I don't know if it's mad because he defended Dom and he just, you know, thought it was okay to do that. I don't know if he feels like stupid, because, you know, sometimes we do things as human beings because we're not perfect. None of us here are perfect, right? But I feel like he's projecting this anger, of course, at himself, but he's also angry. This is what I'm getting. I could be wrong, right? You know when shit doesn't go your way? That's what I'm getting. You're angry at yourself, but you're also angry that everything around you is going down and is crumbling. and it's not going the way you wanted it to because you put yourself in that situation and there's nobody else to blame but yourself. You know what I mean? So let's just move forward.
Immediately took it down, and I want to apologize to her and her friends for ever putting them in an environment that I enabled that made them feel like their safety and values were compromised. I'm so sorry. I was completely disconnected from the fact that when people were invited to film videos with us.
Oh, wait a minute. He was the one who was like, okay, let's get alcohol to loosen them up, referring to the girls. When the guys went to get the alcohol, Jeff and Todd, if I'm not mistaken, you were still okay with it. They were underage girls. Like, they couldn't get alcohol by themselves. What the hell? You should have never recorded this video because those things that were taking place that night were equals to rape, assault. Like,
I was completely disconnected from the fact that when people were invited to film videos with us, especially videos that relied on shock for views or whatever it was, that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was completely wrong.
You know, your name at the time had some weight to it. People know you. People admire you or admired you. For some of those kids, teenagers, young adults, it was like meeting a celebrity, even though for some people YouTube celebrities are not real celebrities. But with all this power, all this fame, all these opportunities, and all this money and this status of yours, of course you had to understand that this would create some sort of weird dynamic, some unfair and unbalanced power dynamic. You get all this power, all this fame, all of these amazing things, right? But you gotta understand that with power and all of these things comes responsibility. You should know, you should understand that you're not like any regular Joe out here. No, you're not. So I don't really buy that. But okay, let's move forward.
And I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that. I didn't know what was going on in that room, and I should have been. I should have been there, and I should have been making sure that everybody involved was taken care of and wasn't uncomfortable. I don't want to use buzzwords to try to justify this or explain this, but all I can say is people felt...
The first lie here, or maybe second, I don't even know. Yes, you did know what was taking place in that room. You were there recording. All of the other Vlog Squad members were outside trying to listen in, trying to, you know, go in and see what was going on. How do you expect that having relations with a person who is so basically out of consciousness and blacked out, how do you think that is okay to have relations with a person who is in that condition? That girl never gave consent. They basically forced them, including David, to say yes so he could have success. Did he forget about that? Did he even watch that video before he deleted it? He is straight up lying to our faces here. He knew the intentions. He cannot tell us that he didn't know, but okay.
Like they had to be silent for the sake of my video, and that's not right, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. I also want to acknowledge the women that spoke out against Dom in 2018. I'm talking about Allie, and then I'm talking about other girls that address their problems privately or publicly. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you guys. I am sorry that I took Dom's word for what happened in those certain situations, and I didn't believe you. And not only did I not believe you, but I made a joke of what kind of a person Dom was, because I couldn't wrap my head around a childhood friend of mine doing this to people and actually hurting people, and I'm sorry for that. Not only did I
That's understandable right there, him, you know, not being able to understand or grasp the fact that his childhood friend is this type of person now. I understand it, but at the same time, even if that's your friend, you know that it is extremely effed up what he did or he has been doing for years. I mean, as a woman, usually when we come out and we expose guys who do this type of things, we get victim blamed. I feel like he just chose to act like he was oblivious to the whole thing and, just not believe it because it was easier for him rather than believe these women because he didn't want to lose his friend or whatever. Also, probably because of money. Think about that, because they were making money together.
I discredit you, Ali, but I platformed Dom. And not only did I platform Dom,
yes, he did, like I just said,
but I platformed the subject of sex in a negative way where I made jokes about it and I reinforced that kind of behavior. And I'm so sorry. And I
you normalized it, sir.
really let not only you down, but a lot of people down, a lot of people that watch me and my friends and family for that. I made the decision to no longer film with Dom in 2019, and I'm not saying my content has been brilliant since then, but that's when I first started.
Oh my god, he's lying so much, but okay. That's another lie. If I'm not mistaken, it was last year, 2020, either February or March. Dirty Dom uploaded a video in which you, sir, you were in that video. Why are you lying to us? Oh, and he recently, Dirty Dom, I'm not subscribed to him or anything, but I noticed that it's no longer his channel. So I was like, suspicious.
Taking into account the power dynamic and what influence I had on people that I was filming with. But what I didn't do is I didn't go back to any of these women and apologize. I kind of moved on and I learned from it and I grew from it, but I didn't address the situation with these women. I'm not talking publicly, I'm saying even privately. I didn't reach out to any of these people, and that breaks my heart knowing that I was doing all this stuff and I was making all this content while there was people that were still really hurt by what I made. Before my content shifted to be more responsible and positive.
I mean, you can tell he was, crying and stuff like that, but I don't know.
I said and did things that were really offensive, and I called them bad jokes, and I can't even call them bad jokes, and it was cowardly of me to say in my last apology that I missed the mark.
Ain't that right? He missed the mark extremely, extremely. My optimistic side is like, okay, he's been tackling everything. He's been addressing everything that he's been called out for. He's saying all these right things. Well, not all. But then my other side is like, okay, he's saying all these things because this is exactly what he was called out for. This could still be some bullshit, but we're gonna see at the end.
Because it's fucking gross, and I'm sorry. A lot of people reached out to me saying cancel culture is bullshit and you need to fight back and you need to call people out, and I don't agree with how this should be taken at all. And I think when there is a crisis, there's a serious opportunity to correct yourself, to learn and improve, and to make sure those mistakes don't happen again. And that's why it is so important to hold yourself accountable. And I think with this situation, there's a lot I can look at and there's a lot I can learn from, but there's a lot of mistakes that I made, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for everybody I've let down. I'm sorry to my family, and I'm sorry to my friends that I've embarrassed, and that this won't happen again. I'm gonna take a short break from all the social media stuff because I realize there's a serious lack of infrastructure when I make any kind of content. And I wanna be able to have a place of checks and balances. I wanna have HR, and I wanna be able to have people communicate discomfort in a way that's comfortable to them, and where they don't feel like their emotions or what they're doing or how they're acting is compromised. It doesn't feel right.
What does it feel to me that he's not actually gonna do that? Or maybe if he does get HR or whatever, why do I feel like he's not really gonna follow through? But we will see.
To go back to posting like I have been, and it also doesn't feel right to go dark because I love what I do. But I think it is important to show that change is possible and that I'm learning, maybe even forgiveness is possible. I want to use this opportunity to step up and own my...
I'm glad he did say that maybe even forgiveness is possible. People are going hard on him and the vlog squad, but mostly him because he did not know how to responsibly manage his YouTube content and the content he was creating.
My mistakes, and like I said before, I've never done apology the right way, and I'm sure I'm gonna look back at this and I'm gonna be pissed at some things that I didn't say or I wish I could have added more, but this is this is my beginning to that, and I'm sorry for everybody that I hurt. I also want to add that I'm making myself available to anyone that wants to reach out that I've hurt in the past. I want to be able to hear and understand from yourselves, and I'll be reaching out on my own to some people because I still have a lot of learning to do. And I think when you talk to other people, especially about experiences like this, it really helps you see things in a different way. But yeah, I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I just wanted to sit and talk and ramble, and I really truly hope that someone can take something away from this experience, that another creator can take away from this. And I know it feels, because I know how crazy it felt to me, that there was some sort of toxicity or some sort of power dynamic in my friend group. But really just take the moment, especially when creating content that you're trying to get viewership out of, or you're trying to get laughs out of, like really take a moment and look at where the jokes end and where the feelings begin, because I think that's so incredibly important. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Well, like I said, he said all the right things. Let me check the comments. I want to see the comments because I want to see where people's minds are at. I still feel like he did this as damage control, like his last try. He's following each and every single step of a YouTube apology, if you've noticed, including the first apology. You know, the whole deflection thing that was taking place in his first apology, that's also part of the YouTube apologies, the not sincere ones, you know. I feel like he really tried to make this apology seem very, how do you say it, genuine and very, very heartfelt and real. But at the same time, it didn't feel heartfelt to me. It just felt like a thing that he had to do in order to save face the right way. There's a lot of reasons why he made this video. Of course, he doesn't want to lose his status, his income, or whatever. If he had posted a video like this that felt more genuine, even if he didn't really mean it, but that he addressed all these things before he got called out for not addressing any of these things, maybe some things would have been different. If you like commentary videos, storytime videos, and just random videos here and there, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, because I don't think you want to miss out on everything that I give to you here, this vibe and this craziness. I don't think so. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video when I upload. Bye.